All right, let's talk. If you're running a private healthcare clinic, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This constant balancing act between giving amazing patient care and dealing with all the chaos that's happening behind the scenes. We're going to dive right into that dilemma and look at a new way to not just manage the chaos, but to actually get ahead of it. So does this question hit a little too close to home? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. It feels like every single day there's just more paperwork, another piece of software to learn, and a mountain of admin tasks that pull you and your team away from the reason you got into this in the first place, caring for your patients. Okay, let's just stop and look at this number because it's huge. 30%. That means for every single dollar your clinic earns, up to 30 cents isn't going to growth or to patient care. It's just being eaten alive by administrative waste. You can think of it like a secret admin tax that's draining your bottom line. Now, I know you're busy, so here's a quick look at what we're going to cover. We'll talk about the squeeze that independent clinics are feeling. We'll put some real numbers on those hidden costs. Then, we'll introduce a totally new kind of solution and wrap up with the thing that matters most, the return on your investment. Let's jump in. First up, the independent clinic squeeze. Let's get real about why it feels like running your own practice is so much harder today than it's ever been before. This really is the perfect way to describe it. A squeeze play. From one side, you've got your day-to-day operations getting more and more complex, and technology costs just keep going up. Then from the other side, you've got these crushing regulations like HIPAA and GDPR. And all of this is happening while you're trying to compete with massive hospital systems that have resources you just don't. It's not one thing, it's everything. And it all just keeps piling on. You know, it really is a battle on multiple fronts. It feels like you're constantly fighting just to keep your doors open, to stay independent, and to turn a profit, all while giving your patients the best care possible. It's relentless. So, how does all that pressure actually affect your bank account? In this next part, we're going to put some real hard numbers on these problems. We're going to uncover the hidden costs that are quietly draining your clinic day in and day out. Just let that number sink in for a second. $150,000. That's how much a typical practice can lose every year from just one single problem, patient no-shows. That's not a tiny leak in the boat. That is a massive hole in your revenue. And believe me, the risks go way beyond just lost revenue. One HIPAA violation can lead to fines up to $1.5 million, and that's per year. For most independent clinics, a hit like that isn't just a problem, it's a catastrophe. It could be game over. And if you thought that was scary, look at this. The average cost of just one data breach in our sector is nearly $10 million. The damage to your finances, to your reputation, it can be absolutely devastating. And honestly, it's the smaller independent clinics that are often the most attractive targets. So, what's feeding all this risk and inefficiency? Well, it actually has a name: SaaS Sprawl. You know what I'm talking about. It's that messy patchwork of different software you're using. Your EHR over here, your billing system over there, a different tool for reminders, another for internal chat. None of them talk to each other. And it just creates chaos, mistakes, and a whole lot of frustration for your staff. And that brings us right back to where we started. That 30% admin tax isn't just a concept, it's a very real number. So if your clinic brings in, say, $1.5 million in revenue, we're talking about almost $500,000 just vanishing into thin air every single year, all because of this operational drag. Okay, that's the problem. It's big, it's expensive, and it's risky. But now let's make the pivot. Let's talk about the solution. And I want to be clear, this is not about adding yet another tool to that messy pile. This is about a whole new way of thinking. It's an AI business operating system. This slide really says it all. You've got the old way on the left, data all over the place, a burned-out staff, constant manual errors, and risk everywhere. Then you look at the Nextvert way on the right. All your data is unified. Your staff gets automated support. You get guaranteed accuracy. Compliance is built in and centralized. You go from a dozen fragmented tools to one single intelligent operating system. So how does this actually work? Well, the best way to think about it is like hiring a whole new team of digital staff for your clinic. You have these AI virtual managers like Momentum, who handles all patient communications, or Fiducia, who's in charge of finance, And they manage a team of AI task agents like Alex, who sets appointments, or Dexter, who processes invoices. They automate all that repetitive work that's causing so much burnout. Now, this is absolutely crucial. This isn't some flimsy little app. It's built on a rock-solid enterprise-grade foundation, specifically Google's Gemini Enterprise model. That means things like HIPAA and GDPR compliance aren't just features. They are literally baked into the core of the system. That's how you get real peace of mind. All right, let's get to the final, and let's be honest, the most important part, the return on investment. Let's look at the actual tangible dollars and cents impact this can have on your clinic. Let's break down the math right here. It's pretty simple. The total investment for the entire platform is just under $500 a month. Now, based on some really conservative estimates, just looking at recapturing lost revenue and saving staff time, the value you get back is over $3,000 a month. That means your net return every month is over $2,700. Over a year, that's more than $33,000 back in your pocket. This chart just puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? That little bar on the left, that's your cost. That huge bar on the right, that's the value it creates. We're not talking about a small improvement here. This is a complete game changer for your clinic's finances. And I know what you might be thinking. This sounds amazing, but the setup must be a total nightmare. Nope. We designed the whole process to take less than 30 minutes. You just sign up securely, connect your existing EHR system, and that's it. You go live. It's really that easy. So, I just leave you with this one question to think about. What could your clinic do with an extra $33,000 and hundreds of hours back every year? Maybe you could finally buy that new piece of equipment. Maybe you could give your amazing staff a well-deserved bonus. Or maybe, just maybe, you could get a little bit of your own life back. That's the real possibility here. Introducing a simpler, smarter way to manage your clinic. With Nextvert, you can start your 14-day free trial and experience the full power of our healthcare-focused platform. Enjoy complete access to every feature, from patient scheduling and secure records management to streamlined billing and automated workflows. No commitments, no long-term contracts, and no credit card required. See for yourself how Nextvert helps clinics save time, reduce admin work, and improve patient care. Visit nextvert.com to begin your free trial today.